Every day the sun rises without fail. It has done so for over 4.5 billion years. Its light has warmed the oceans, powered the winds, and made life possible on a small rocky planet orbiting quietly at a safe distance. To anything alive today, the sun feels permanent, eternal, untouchable. But the sun is not eternal. It is a star. And like every star, it was born. It has lived. And one day, it will die. Right now, deep inside the core of the sun, nuclear fusion is turning hydrogen into helium. Every second, it converts about 600 million tons of hydrogen into energy. That energy pushes outward, balancing the crushing force of gravity, trying to collapse the star. This balance is what keeps the sun stable. But it cannot last forever. The sun has already used about half of its hydrogen fuel. For billions of years, this process has been steady and predictable. But slowly, silently, the core is changing. Helium is building up, and the future is already written. The slow brightening. Long before the sun becomes a red giant, it will begin to grow brighter. This change is almost impossible to notice on human timescales, but over millions and billions of years, the difference becomes devastating. In about 1 billion years, the sun will be roughly 10% brighter than it is today. That small increase will be enough to trigger a runaway greenhouse effect on Earth. Oceans will begin to evaporate. Water vapor will rise into the atmosphere, trapping more heat. Temperatures will climb higher and higher. The planet will lose its ability to cool itself. The oceans, which have existed for billions of years, will slowly disappear into space. Earth will become a dry, burning world. Life, as it exists today, will be gone. The end of the oceans. As hundreds of millions of years pass, the surface of Earth will continue to heat up. The last remaining oceans will vanish. Without water, the surface will crack and dry. The blue planet will turn brown, then red. The atmosphere will thin as lighter molecules escape into space. Without oceans, without clouds, without rain, Earth will become something unrecognizable. The temperature will continue rising. Eventually, it will become hot enough to melt lead. The planet that once supported forests, oceans, and civilizations will become a lifeless desert. But the worst is still far in the future. The beginning of the end. About 5 billion years from now, the sun will reach a critical point. Its core will run out of hydrogen. Fusion will slow. Without the outward pressure from fusion, gravity will begin to compress the core. As the core collapses, it heats up dramatically. This heat spreads outward into the outer layers of the star, and the sun begins to expand, slowly at first, then faster. It will grow larger than ever before. The sun will transform into a red giant. The expanding giant. As the sun expands, its surface will move outward through the solar system. First, it will swallow Mercury. The small, airless planet will disappear completely inside the star. Then Venus. Its thick atmosphere and scorching surface will not save it. Venus will be consumed and vaporized. From Earth, if anything could still observe, the sun would fill more and more of the sky. It would no longer appear as a distant disk. It would become enormous, unavoidable. The heat reaching Earth will increase beyond anything the planet has ever experienced. The surface will glow red. Rock will begin to melt. Mountains will collapse into rivers of lava. The atmosphere will be stripped away completely. Earth will become a molten world. The final moments of Earth. Scientists are not completely certain whether Earth will be swallowed entirely or remain just outside the sun's final surface. But even if it escapes being consumed directly, its fate is sealed. The heat alone will sterilize the planet completely. The crust will melt. The oceans will have been gone for billions of years. The atmosphere will be stripped into space. The surface temperature will reach thousands of degrees. The planet will no longer resemble the world that once existed. It will be a dead, glowing remnant orbiting a dying star. Earth, as a living world, will be gone forever. The death of the sun. Eventually, the sun will become unstable. Its outer layers will drift away into space, forming a glowing shell of gas known as a planetary nebula. The core will remain behind. What was once the center of a powerful star will become something small and quiet. A white dwarf. This object will contain about half the mass of the original sun, compressed into a sphere the size of Earth. It will glow intensely at first, but it will no longer produce energy. It will slowly cool over billions and trillions of years. The solar system will become dark. The final legacy. The death of the sun will not be an explosion. It will be a slow fading, a transformation from a life-giving star into a cosmic ember. The planets that survive will orbit a dead core. No sunlight will warm their surfaces. No energy will support life. The solar system will become a graveyard, but this is not unusual. This is the natural life cycle of stars. All across the galaxy, stars are being born, living, and dying. The atoms that make up Earth, the oceans, and every living thing came from stars that died long before the sun existed. And one day, the material from the sun and its planets will drift into space. It may form new stars, new planets, new worlds. The end of the sun will also be a beginning.